Now, before you leave your bedroom in the morning, make sure you close all the windows and shades to keep the room as dark as possible. It prevents any sun or hot air getting in and increasing the temperature of the room. Once the sun is set, try opening 2 windows that are on opposite sides of the room. This will create cross ventilation. Air will come in through one window and exit out the other to create a nice cooling breeze. If there's only one window in your room, you can mimic this system by placing a fan opposite the open window. The fan will blow back out the air that enters through the window. This might sound strange, but it'll help to get rid of the warm indoor air while allowing the new cooler air inside. Try to avoid any heat-generating appliances throughout the day. The heat that these devices give off will only make the air in your room even warmer. If you use a hairdryer, try it on a cooler setting. Instead of using a warm oven to roast your dinner, have a no-cook summer salad instead. This even applies to your electronics. Running computers, TVs, and your charging phone all generate heat. Turning off these appliances before bed will keep your air temperature cooler for longer. Of course, you'll know to swap out your heavier winter comforter for a lighter summer one. But choosing your bedding based on fabric can make all the difference. Sheets and blankets made from synthetic materials like polyester manage to trap heat. This can make your bed feel even warmer than it actually is. Heavier natural fibers such as flannel or wool won't keep you cool either. Seek out bedding made from breathable materials like cotton or linen. These lighter natural fibers feel much cooler on your skin. As it gets closer to bedtime, your body's core temperature naturally starts to dip to help you get to sleep. You can aid this natural cooling process by taking a lukewarm shower before you go to bed. Your body temperature will initially rise in the shower, but once you exit, your body will start to cool down fast. However, make sure the shower isn't too hot, or the steam it'll give off will increase the temperature in your room. If you head to sleep with damp hair, the extra moisture on your scalp will help you feel even cooler. But don't use this trick too often, as sleeping with a wet scalp on a regular basis may cause hair damage and extra tangling. Tell me about it. While a cool fan will initially help to drop the temperature in your room, they recycle the same air over and over again, so it soon loses its cooling effect. If you place a bowl of ice water in front of the fan, it will instantly cool down the air the fan blows, giving you cool air far into the night. The most common place that humans release sweat is their forehead and face. So, to stay cool, it's important to keep these areas cool. Try freezing a small washcloth for an hour before bed. Place it on your forehead to use as a cold compress before you go to sleep. If you don't want to go to extremes, you may skip the freezing step and just place a cool, soaking wet compress. Lower quality mattresses can be heat traps. They tend to use a poorer quality of foam that restricts airflow, meaning that your body heat gets trapped at the surface of the mattress where you sleep. Higher quality mattresses use innovative tools like gel-infused mattresses or plant-based foams to help absorb your body heat and help you stay cool while you sleep. Even if your blankets are really thin, but you keep layering them, the air will get trapped in between the layers, keeping you warmer. So for summer nights, opt for only one comforter. Hot air rises, so to avoid the heat, try and set your bed up as close to the ground as possible. If you live in a multi-floor house, instead of sleeping in an upper story, try to sleep on the ground floor or even a cool basement. If your home is only one floor, try hauling your mattress off the bed frame and place it on the floor. In order to fall asleep in the sweltering heat of the Egyptian sun, the native folk devised a peculiar method. Wet a blanket or sheet that is large enough to cover your body with some cold water. Wring it out or leave it to dry until it isn't dripping wet but still damp. Place a dry towel on top of your mattress to save it from getting wet, and then use the damp sheet as your blanket. The damp blanket will keep you cool throughout the night.
To make your grilled patties juicier, press a groove in the middle of the patty and put ice on it. Wait for the ice to melt and fry as usual. You can make a camping washing machine using an ordinary bucket with a lid. Cut a small hole in the middle of the lid and insert a plunger handle into it. Pour the laundry detergent into the bucket. Put in clothes and water, close the lid, and rinse the clothes with a plunger until the stains are removed. If you can't pick out gum stuck on your clothes, put a piece of ice on it, and the gum will tear off easily. You can also put your clothes in a freezer for a while and then tear off the gum. Detergent bottles are usually too big to take on a camping trip. Take a sheet of thin paper and spread the detergent evenly on the paper. Cut the paper into small square pieces and put them in a waterproof box. When you need to wash the dishes, just put one piece on a wet sponge. While walking in the woods, collect tree branches, about the width of a finger. Bring the branches home, wash and cut them into equal pieces. Put them in a bowl and glue the sticks together in the shape of the bowl, using hot melted glue. Your stylish handmade fruit tray is ready. If the lid of the tin just wouldn't open that easily, try this life hack. Wrap the lid with adhesive tape. Then, gently pull it open. If your kettle is full of scale, pour in some water and put a piece of lemon inside. Boil the water, then wash the kettle, and the scale will be gone. In case you get hungry in the wild without a fishing rod, try another way to catch some fish. Take a large empty plastic bottle, cut off the top part, and turn it upside down. Tie the two sides of the bottle mouth with a rope. Crush some instant noodles and put them inside the bottle. Throw the bottle into the river. This trap will surely attract fish. Make matches that will never get blown out in windy weather. Wrap the matches in napkins and dip them in melted wax. Wait for them to dry, and voila! You have matches that won't go out. You can use a basic razor to crumble chocolate into your ice cream or coffee. Take an even number of jars and paint them your favorite color. Glue them to the surface of a wooden chopping board from both sides, and then put a rope on the side of the chopping board as the handle rope. Your brand new tableware storage box for outdoor camping is ready. Nitrogen in hair promotes nutrients. Put the hair you lose every day in a flower pot and your plants will grow stronger and healthier. Place several instant noodles in a baking dish. Add a thick layer of cheese. Sprinkle it with all the seasoning bags from the noodle packages. Then, pour ketchup and other toppings like pepperoni or mushrooms in the gaps between the noodles. Add some more cheese and bake your meal until the cheese melts. Super delicious noodles are ready. Instant noodles are also a great fire starter. Take clean disposable paper cups and use a needle to poke out decorative rows. Then, use a knife to cut a small cross at the bottom and put the cup on a lamp belt. Repeat this with other cups until your own unique lamp belt is ready. You can also paint the cups in your favorite color before placing them on the lamp belt. Egg packaging can be used to store sauces. Dip the root of the rose in honey, then insert the root in a potato and trim off the branches. Plant this potato in a pot. This is how you can grow your own roses in a pot. Brush your shoes with toothpaste and a toothbrush, and they will get as white as your teeth. Use a hula hoop and a bathroom curtain to organize a bathroom anywhere in the forest. Attach the curtain to a hula hoop with hooks and tie it to a tree with a string. You can also use this tip to build a temporary dressing room. If you don't want to take the entire package of tape on a hike, wrap the necessary amount around your lighter, and then just cut off a piece when you need it. If you need to move a heavy sofa, you can put banana peels under the legs of the sofa. Furniture will slide on the floor easily. After eating a meal from the lunchbox, a lot of oil stays on its surface. To make cleaning easier, squeeze some detergent into your lunchbox, put a piece of absorbent paper, add some water, cover the box and shake it back and forth. And then rinse it with water. The lunchbox will get clean immediately.
It's true that you should definitely avoid blue light for at least 2 hours before you go to sleep. That means most electronic devices, like TVs, laptops, and smartphones. Blue light tricks your brain into thinking it's still day. That's why it doesn't let you sleep well. If you can't fall asleep without scrolling your feed, you might want to download an app that blocks blue light or check your settings. Most laptops let you do something similar. You can even keep this mode on all day. Your eyes will be so grateful. If you crave sweets before you go to bed, you're not alone. It might feel like chocolate soothes you and calms you down, so it's easier to fall asleep. But watch out for caffeine. It's not just in your coffee. Even chocolate has a small amount of caffeine in it, just enough to disturb your sleep. By the way, there are lots of superfoods besides chocolate that can either boost your productivity or help you sleep. For example, most berries contain antioxidants that help increase motor skills and work wonders for your memory. The darker the berries are, the more antioxidants they contain. Blueberries are a great choice. The time when you eat matters a lot. It's better to avoid food for at least 1 hour before you go to sleep. Monster meals can be too heavy for your digestive system, especially if you're about to lie down for 8 hours straight. If you want to grab some food in the evening, make it light, like a healthy snack, milk, or cheese. By the way, eating breakfast for dinner is really helpful for those who want to fall asleep faster. Bananas, eggs, toast, it's all packed with proteins and carbs. All these things can help you relax and fall asleep. So, Brenner, that's a thing now, I guess. Whenever you have a hard time falling asleep, aromatherapy is here to help. Some essential oils are especially good for sleep, like lavender, peppermint, and rose petal. If you're into citrus, try mixing lemon and orange. You can add just a few drops onto a piece of paper or add them to your aroma lamp. Just remember, those oils are strong. If you tend to get negative thoughts at night and you just can't fall asleep, try practicing some creative writing before going to bed, or start a daily diary. It might help you get rid of some of those downer vibes. When you're calm, you get better sleep. 1 sheep, 2 sheep, this trick really works. If you focus on falling asleep, you're going to fail. If you focus on not falling asleep, like counting sheep or something equally ridiculous, chances are you'll doze off after a couple of minutes. You can also count to 4, 7, 8. This technique helps you relax your body by regulating your breathing. First you inhale and exhale fully. Hold it while you count to 4, then inhale. Keep the air in your lungs and count to 7. While you're exhaling, count to 8. Repeat that a few times. Your body will regulate oxygen and carbon dioxide, trigger the relaxation response, and you'll fall asleep really fast and stay that way all night. Body tension can stem from tense and stressful thoughts, and that can make it really hard to fall asleep. To relax, think about something that makes you happy or something you're grateful for before you go to sleep. When you're relaxed, you fall asleep way faster. When it's too hot, it can be really hard to get to sleep. Stick 1 foot out from under the covers and let it cool off. Once your body feels that cool relief, you'll fall asleep in no time. Another trick you can try is to cover yourself with a slightly wet sheet, but this one's only for serious heat, like you're on vacation at the beach and your AC bugs out. If you feel too cold whenever you sleep, try layering with 2 thin comforters. Air gets trapped in between the layers, keeping you warmer than if you had 1 huge comforter. The opposite works too. Even a really lightweight sheet can add a lot of heat. Bedroom temperature is really important. Yeah, no one wants to get a chill while they're sleeping. 70 degrees is comfortable for most people. If it's too hot, you might end up tossing and turning too much and not get into those deep stages of rest. If you don't want to crank the AC to full blast, try taking a hot shower right before bed. It'll make your bedroom seem much cooler than it really is, and your body temperature will drop just enough. You'll fall asleep as soon as your head touches the pillow. One famous athlete went even further. He created the perfect sleep training bedroom. He recreated a mountainous environment by decreasing the amount of oxygen in the air. That way, his body was forced to work harder and produce more red blood cells. He claims that it helped him increase his endurance and perform better.
See you Saturday! You hang up and realize you have 2 days before the main family get-together of the year. Your shopping list is ready, so you head to the largest supermarket in town. You follow the list to the letter, grabbing everything you need as fast as possible. The cart is full of fruit, vegetables, dairy, meat, fish, bread. Well done you! 1 hour later, you get back home and proudly hand in the shopping bags to your grandma. She takes out the items one by one and frowns more and more at each of them. Turns out the fish and meat you picked aren't fresh at all, and those bananas and greens won't make it till Saturday either. Grandma says she'll save the day. You make a good snack to not go shopping hungry. Now you won't buy the stuff you don't need. Then you get in the car together to do it all over again. Smart shopping means cruising the perimeter of the store where you can find all the fresh and healthy stuff: fruits, vegetables, dairy, meat, and fish. They normally reserve the center aisles for junk food, so you decide to skip them altogether. Your first stop is the produce section. Grandma says you should spend the most time here. And it's a good thing you arrived before lunch. Most grocers get fresh produce when they just open, or later in the evening before they close. You reach out for packaged tomatoes, but Gran stops you. Prepackaged fruit and vegetables are usually more expensive. Plus, they don't let you check each item. A good ripe tomato can weigh double as much as an unripe one. It should have smooth and firm skin and smell like a tomato. No! Don't put that poor bruised thing into your cart. Bruises on produce are a perfect breeding ground for bacteria. Try to find firm cucumbers that have no blemishes or soft spots. The best ones are dark green. If you see yellow spots, it means the thing is overly ripe and will likely taste odd. The same goes for peppers. They must be of intense color with no stains. Now turn it upside down and count the bumps. 4 bumps means fewer seeds and better taste. 2 to 3 bumps mean bitter taste. The stem of a fresh pepper is always green, firm, and crispy. Take these potatoes with sprouts out of your cart right now. Go for the firm and smooth ones, without the wrinkled skin, soft dark spots, or cuts. Pick only green lettuce with no holes or brown edges. The brighter its shade of green, the better. Moving on to fruits and berries. Gran explains that a ripe watermelon will come with a dry brown stem. This one with a dark yellow must have been resting on the ground long enough to get sweet. The same's true for melons. The ones with a yellowish bark is sweeter, as it had received enough sunlight by the time they picked it. Check out the stem of the bunch before taking those bananas home. The stem must be green to light yellow and not turning brown. Only take single bananas if you want to eat them right away. They survive longer in clusters. Never judge a mango by its color. Instead, gently squeeze it. A ripe mango will give in a bit, and it will also have a fruity aroma at the stem end. Smaller fruit is normally sweeter, but that rule doesn't work for strawberries. Different sorts come in different sizes, so bigger ones can be yummy too. Their ripening ends once they've been picked up, so go for bright red berries with fresh green leaves. Those would look dry and wilt if they had picked the berries a long time ago. That lemon won't give you much juice. It's pale, which means it's an older one. This firm, unblemished one with smooth skin will be way better. It also feels heavier, and that's a good sign as well. You're shopping for a big event, but otherwise, you'd never buy too much produce at a time. If it's fresh and organic, it won't naturally last too long, and always opt for fruits and veggies that are in season. They'll be less expensive and of better quality. Next stop, honey. This one looks odd to you as it has those crystals at the bottom of the jar, but Grandma explains it's a sign of freshness. It's normal for honey to crystallize when the temperature drops. It's also a good sign it looks opaque. It means it's more natural and healthy, and not pasteurized. You check the list and realize you still need some bread. You already know the best option is the whole grain kind. You pick it up and study the label. Made with whole grains won't do. This one that says whole wheat flour is good. The fewer ingredients, the better. If you can't pronounce the name of the additive, you don't want it in your bread. It shouldn't have artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. You lightly press on the bread you just chose. Bingo! It goes back to its original shape, which means it's high quality. If you see your finger mark on it, it could have been previously frozen, or the baking process went wrong.
That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.